Well, hello, and welcome to my own magic review. My name is Mike Myone, hence, these are my own magic reviews. If this is the first time you're visiting this channel, you should know I only review things that I actually buy and pay for with my money. So I feel that I am entitled to tell you what I don't like as much as I can tell you what I do like, in hopes that you will make a good determination whether or not this piece of magic, mentalism, book, whatever, is right for you. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you will. And when you do, click the little bell icon, and that will notify you the next time I post a review. I think you're going to like the piece I review this week. It's b.see by Spidey, a fantastic mentalist and very creative guy. I normally do a little piece of video, like a little demonstration. I didn't do one this week because you really need to have somebody else to perform this piece of mentalism on. You need a mind to read, and I can't do you. So instead of me, just showing you, effect that's not believable, I'm going to show you one of the presentations that Spidey does.
So I want to show you guys something with some flashcards. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with these. These are, when we're young and we're trying to learn how to read or something, you have these flashcards where you have like a letter, like U, and then something that starts with letters like U, umbrella, or A for a word, or let's see what else we have here. H for horse, or Y for yo-yo. You guys can see that, right? All different. And I'm going to give these a bit of a mix. And Colin, I'm going to ask you to just give it a cut. Anywhere you like. Yeah, you could do it just cut it onto the table. Perfect. Love it. In your hands. Excellent. Now, in a moment, I'm going to turn away so I can't see anything, and I'm going to go through these one at a time. And at some point, you're going to say the word stop, Maya. I will turn away, but I want you to stop when you see one that you connect with, something that for whatever reason speaks to you. Okay? So as I go through these, at some point, you say stop. Colin, make sure I can't see. I'm going to turn my head away completely. Okay? Wait, this one or the one after it?
That one.
This one right here.
Yes.
Look at that, focus on that. And Colin, I don't know if you could see it as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna put it right there, like that. Is that fair? Cards were shuffled and cut. I turned my head, you looked at one, and I put it right there. I'm not gonna touch it again. Focus on this for me. It's funny because as you think of this, I'm getting two different images. One is a lot more serious, a lot more elaborate, but one is a little sillier and colorful. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I'm connecting with the colorful one. Was there one in your past, maybe when you were younger?
Yeah.
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 But you haven't seen it in years.
Oh,
you have no idea where it was.
not.
And I was
Probably
like,
in the trash.
right. That's, and I was even, as I was thinking of it, I was seeing a bit of wear and tear, some damage on it, maybe even like a missing piece. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you haven't seen this thing in years. Maya, I'm also getting a sound from this. Like there's a sound coming through. Does that make sense? I don't know, because here's the thing. This is just some flashcards I grabbed at Walmart. I don't really know what's in there entirely, but this is an idea that I'm getting. Oh, okay, you know what? This makes sense. I'm just gonna add that. Hopefully this will make sense. Guys, I want you to think about this. The flashcards were shuffled and cut by you. I went through them, you thought of a random one. I didn't see it. In a loud, clear voice, I'm hoping this makes sense. In a loud, clear voice, Maya, what was it? What was the image?
A xylophone.
A xylophone?
Yes.
I drew one thing. A xylophone.
So that's a nice little presentation. That's, as I said, that's one of 6 presentations that Spidey gives you to start you off with the ABC cards. They are, of course, you're only limited by your imagination. You can use it in any in some manner that you create. The 6 presentations that he gives you increase in difficulty so that you can start with something real simple. This was, I think, think presentation number 3, and then presentation number 6 requires a little bit more familiarity with the cards, and a little bit more work. So that's what that's the effect. You get the effect. Somebody picks a card, or selects an image. Thinks of an image that they see on one of their flashcards, and you're able to draw it, or if you just want to say what it is or describe it, you can do that as well. What you get is another handsome package. Yes, I do like packaging. I am a sucker for packaging, but that is not what's important, as we well know. What's important is what's inside. And what's inside is a deck of cards, and the box that the cards are made. The cards come in, are made to look like something that you would pick up if you were just buying something for your child or your nephew to learn things. Note that this is travel size, and that's because the cards are a little smaller, a lot smaller, frankly, about half the size of what normal flashcards would look like, or would be. It's got a little writing on the back, which will make a little more sense later on. When you open up, you get cards. Whoops! You get the cards. The flashcards are here. They're attractive looking. The backs of the cards are attractive as well. And of course, you have some special cards in here. And let's see where they are. Yeah, they're here. And of course, one of these would have the instructions on where you would go to view and download the instructional video. There are a lot of things to like. This is, of course, a mentalism piece. This is not a magic trick. It's a piece for mentalists, or a magician who also does mentalism, and it's excellent for that. The method, super clever, and very deceptive. In fact, in the video, he challenges you to find the method out, spreads out the cards and asks you to find the method. I couldn't find it, and I tried. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. I think it's good for strolling mentalism. It's good for a close-up piece of mentalism. It's good maybe for parlor. I think the cards are a little small for parlor, but we'll talk about that. Yeah, as I said, Spidey gives you instructional material, and he does a super good job at explaining the method, the 6 presentations, and he goes through each and every one of them. And he shows you how to do some false shuffles and false cuts so that you can do the trick in a convincing manner. You get 2 sets of the flashcards. Do you need 2 sets? You get 2 sets. It's not something that's going to get that so much wear that that you actually need a second set, but you get 2. You get a double backer, and you get some special cards and a cheat sheet. So as you're learning the trick, there's something to help you along if you need it, but you're not going to need it very long, if at all. The cards are poker size with a very nice linen finish. So if you're good at handling cards, you can do your whatever card sleights you're familiar with these cards. And the cost, I think it's good value at $35. So these are the things that I like. It's I like a lot. Are there things I don't like? Well, there's always some things that I think, are, could maybe be improved, or things I'm not crazy about. But, I'm going to tell you right off, I'm just going to be nitpicking here because it's not real. There's nothing really bad about this trick. The cards, sometimes what's a positive is also a negative. And in this case, I think the cards are small. They're poker-sized cards. Yes, and, right at he says travel size right on there. And so I guess, somebody said, whoa, those are kind of small flashcards. Not that anybody would. Yes, they're travel size cards. Now, they're also very, very colorful and pretty cards. And I actually think they're almost too colorful. Yeah, take a look. Here's what flashcards look like. These are twice as big. They're like 3.5 wide and like 5 plus in length, and they're twice as big. That's kind of better for parlor presentations, I think. And they look, I guess they kind of look more like flashcards than these do. But these cards, nobody's going to question whether or not they're actual flashcards. Just not going to happen. So, as I said, nitpicking. Um, you only use 26 cards. It says that, 2 times 26. Look at that. It says 26 flashcards. Yes, you only use 26 flashcards, but you're carrying them around in a pack that holds, 52 or 54 cards. Why? You don't need that extra set of cards. You never will. So you like to not carry so much stuff, you're carrying twice as many cards as you need to perform this. So I would have liked maybe just a narrower box, that holds just the 26 cards. Again, nitpicking. And if you're going to carry around a box like this, that's this size, well, wouldn't it be neat if those other 26 cards, the cards that the extra set, instead of an extra set, they were actually extra cards that did something. Maybe they're numeric cards, or maybe they're addition cards, or maybe they're different words that match the letters on the cards. So I don't know. I mean, that would be a lot of work. I understand it. A lot of considerations are made to keep the price at a reasonable amount. So again, just nitpicking. What do I give ABC by Spidey? I give it 5 stars. I give it 5 stars, and I'm sort of obligated to give it 5 stars because Spidey gave Brett Barry and me an absolutely excellent review of our trick, Celebrity Presage. So I owe it to Spidey. No, I'm only kidding. Although he did give us a good review, I'm not letting that influence my recommendation here. This is really good. I like this. This is good, and that's why it's got 5 stars. So there you go. If you wanted to buy ABC by Spidey, you can get them from Penguin Magic. As I said, they're $35. I don't think there's a lot of money. I think that there's a lot of great mentalism in these cards, and I am looking forward to using them. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's easy to do. It takes a tiny bit of work, a little bit of memory, a little tiny bit of card slides, stuff that you can do, and not so complicated that you need to worry about it. So I highly recommend it. As I said, you can get it at Penguin Magic. It's available at VanishingInkMagic.com. And since it's distributed by Murphy's, it's probably everywhere. ABC by Spidey, 5 stars. I highly recommend it. So there you go. That's this week's review. As I said, it's a great trick. I highly recommend it. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Put a comment. We answer the comments. Share this review. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. When you see that little bell, click on that bell, and you will get notified the next time I post a review. And until the next time, have fun reading minds.